Hey, what's up? It's your boy Mike once again with another episode for Straight Out of the Heights podcast. You know that I was thinking, I did my introduction podcast and I sent it out there. It's getting great review and comments from my people that know me, and I know this content is gonna be out there for as long as there's YouTube because it don't have no expiration date. And while I was looking at the comments and reading the comments, and some of the people said, "Whoa, you brought back memories," and I know there's gonna be a lot more coming of that same nature. I was thinking, like, what is the most iconic food that all people from Washington Heights actually love, enjoy, but they could not come to terms as to who has the best or who makes the best? And that is pizza. Pizza brings people from the Heights together. If you start asking, which they often do, and I was raised in Washington Heights, which is the best pizza shop, you're always going to think that the best pizza shop is the one where you ate pizza. And usually the person that asked the question, it has been done a few times on the group. Usually the person that asked the questions always post the pizza shop that they consider to be the best, who had the best slices. And right away you start seeing people disagreeing, placing the names of the pizza that to them was number one, was the tastiest. And you start noticing how people have, different taste buds and like different styles of pizza. Even though that recently I have been told that those pizza shops from back in the 70s, 80s, 90s are no longer on the neighborhood. Isn't it fun to remember and cherish those memories where you went with probably just 35 cents in your pocket, hungry, and you was with a friend, and all you had was for one slice, and you had to break that one slice in half? Half for him, half for you. And in order to eat more, you will put everything on it. Oregano, black pepper, garlic powder, Parmesan cheese, all sorts of condiments that you could find, you would put on that slice. And people start talking. They start from 170th and Broadway. Oh, the best pizza is Cuomo's Pizza. Then you have somebody else. No, the best pizza is from 176 in St. Nicholas. Then you have another person. Nah, the best slice is Jimmy's, 177 in Broadway. Nah, the best slice is Mr. Pizza on 180th in St. Nicholas. Or the pizza shop coming out the train station on 181st in St. Nicholas. And there you start seeing people posting the best slices in Arcade Pizza coming out the train station on 191st. And man, everybody has a different pizzeria from Washington Heights that they consider to be the best. One of the ones that got the most mention, and to be honest with you, I never ate a slice there, was George on 181st between Broadway and Fort Washington, close to the entrance of Bennett, I think. People would talk about how he would give you a garlic knot and stuff like that. And I never ate a slice of pizza there, man. I ate on 180. I ate on 181st. I ate RK Pizza. I was on a baseball team back in 76, 77, and it was actually named RK Pizza, Little League. Oh man, they had the Police Athletic League (PAL) in the back of the den back there on that little park behind George Washington High School. And whenever we won, they would give us free pizza. And there was a pizza shop right in front of Arcade, 191st or 190th, called Gloria Pizza. It was a little joint. I don't even think they had tables there. You had to eat standing on the counter. I don't remember it too good. But to me, that was the best pizza in the world, man. It was a little pizza shop. And they had Jimmy's on 177 and Broadway. I would never fold. You know that New York fold. I would never fold. I would always eat my slices wide open. Man, that's one food, or I might say, could pizza be considered junk food? Italians don't call it junk food. Do Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and Cubans call rice and beans junk food? I don't think so. Ah, it all depends where you get them from, man. I mean, if you get them from one of the corporations, it's junk food. But if it was from one of them little mom and pop's pizzeria from back in the days, man, those are the best things in the world. So coming from me, that I'm doing this post straight out of the Heights podcast, I noticed that it has brought life back to me. Like I said on my first post, I've been deprived of being able to live in the Heights, but I had to make the best out of it because I got to keep living. And I've been down here for close to what? Almost going on 30 years, man. Going on 30 years. And I had all types of jobs down here. And it got to a point where I had this good job, and I was thinking, what about, if I get fired? And then I said, you know what? Let me take advantage of this good job that I have, and let me invest it into something that I could call my own. And I started thinking, what small businesses were in Washington Heights that I could duplicate down here, and maybe not only get the customers from down here, but also when people come from New York, they could come visit. Believe me, man, I thought of Caporal Chicken from 157 in Broadway. My uncle, my uncle had a cleaners at 157, and he used to live above Caporal Chicken and that building where Caporal Chicken was at on Broadway. My uncle lived on that building going in through 157. But his window was actually above Caporal Chicken, a couple of floors higher. And whenever I visited my uncle and my cousins, Jackie, Morena, Tachi, and Suji, that smell would come up that window, man, and believe me, you had to eat a snack box. Later on in life, man, you know, you had to go to Caporal after the after hour or after the disco to get that snack box. I think they were open 24 hours. So I said, I should put a Caporal chicken down here. And they told me they opened one up in Miami. Like, I'm gonna talk to that dude. I'm gonna ask him to lend me that name or to sell me a franchise. This is me talking. I don't got nothing. I don't got the money. This, you know, you're always thinking, how can I make money? And you're always thinking of putting up a business, but you don't have no money to do that. Then I thought of John's Fried Chicken. I said, but wait a minute. John's Fried Chicken actually franchised. They had John's Fried Chicken all over the place. I remember one on 172nd in St. Nicholas, one on 184th in St. Nicholas. I seen one in the Bronx. So I'm thinking, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start buying things, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And then they told me, wait a minute. Down here is not the same as New York. People usually eat chicken down here at 12 noon for lunch with rice and beans. If you're thinking of selling chicken with French fries, you're gonna go bankrupt. I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do now? So I had the idea, I didn't have the money. This might probably come as an inspiration for somebody that might be thinking, how could I start my own business? And then I said, wait a minute. When I lived on 283 Audubon Avenue, the owner of the pizza shop on 176 in St. Nicholas was actually my neighbor. And I remember him coming home at night, smelling like mozzarella and pepperoni. And I remember he would always go to the beach on Sunday with his wife and two daughters. And I actually only ate pizza from him a few times. He even asked me when I became an adult, how come you don't come by to say hello? I was like, I'm not usually in the mood to eat pizza, you know? But every time I had the chance, especially when they had the pool room there on 170, well, it was actually between 175th, 176, we would go shoot some pool there. Sometimes you would get the munchies and go eat some pizza right there. I would say hello to him. I said, man, Washington Heights is known for pizza. I didn't even know how to make pizza. I didn't even know. So I started watching videos of how pizza was made. And then I ran into a pizza shop at the border of Dominican Republic and Haiti. And I tasted it. And I was like, whoa, this tastes like pizza from New York. And they were like, yeah, we got this dude that came and teached, helped, whatever. And I was like, man, I've been thinking of having a little pizza shop like this. And they tell me, well, get yourself 3 million pesos. I was like, oh, 3 million pesos is like $60,000 right now. So I was like, okay, forget about that dream. So then I said, wait a minute, how much does an oven cost? One of them brick ovens that they make pizza on those pizza shops in New York. They go, well, they can go for maybe $3,000 used. So that gave me an idea. Remember those layaway plans that we did back in the days when we wanted a shirt or something? You would put it on layaway. Well, I started that. I told my wife and kids, give me a year. I got this plan. And if it works out, we're going to have our own business. I said, okay. So I put on layaway an oven. It took me from December 2018 till December of 2019 with my layaway plan. But with my layaway plan, I bought an oven, I bought a fridge, and I bought the pantry, you know, where they put the cheese and the pepperonis and stuff. And I rented a storefront in an open plaza down here with just that. The oven, look at that picture. All you see there is the oven, the fridge, and the pantry. And I started decorating. I didn't have nothing else. Nothing else, man. But when you got a dream, hey, you start with what you got and you start riding along, and sooner or later, your dream gonna come true. And I turned that little storefront into this. In 2 months. In 2 months. I took my Christmas bonus. My wife took her Christmas bonus. I borrowed like $3,000. And my boss at the time gave me like $1,500 to help me out. And I opened up the pizza shop. January of 2020. We get busy. And guess what? The coronavirus, man. The coronavirus came and shut down the business. I was devastated. I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do with my investment? I took out a loan for $3,000. I gotta pay that monthly bill. I gotta pay, oh man, what am I gonna do? I mean, the whole world shut down. Everything was closed from March till April. People were dying left and right. Everybody was locked down. I remember in order to go to the supermarket, you had to like put on a body armor and stuff like that in order to go get some food. And then when you came, I remember when I came back from doing some shopping, my wife had me take my clothes off at the hallway to disinfect it. And disinfect the food or the bags before they came in the house. Oh man, what times, what times. And then things opened up in April. The government said businesses that sell food can open up, but only for delivery. And you know what? I had just been open 2 months and a half when my pizza shop got shut down by the coronavirus. We opened up in April, ending of April. I said, okay, so delivery thing is, we're gonna start selling delivery. You would never know how much pizza people eat when they're on lockdown. People eat when they're watching Netflix. People eat when they're watching YouTube. Netflix grew, YouTube grew, all the platforms that provided streaming blew up. And guess what? The delivery companies also blew up. Look at how I had all these crazy delivery motorcycles in front of the pizza shop. This was during the pandemic. This was when people was dying left and right from this thing, man. Crazy motorcycles was coming in there, and believe it or not, Pizzaioli got famous, man. That's the name of the pizza shop. Everybody was coming to Pizzaioli. Look at all those motorcycles. Look at all the motorcycles, man. Things were crazy. And then I had an idea. I started selling pizza. Not frozen, but I would like cook it halfway so people could take it home and finish it in their oven, if you know what I mean. It was like pre-cooked. And people started coming in and buying, let me get 10 small pies. Let me get 2 medium pies. And they would come in. Look at how they would come and buy. That's my man, Ruben there from 174th and Audubon. He came to pick up 10 personal pies and 2 medium pies in the way that I was preparing them, pre-cooked. I will make the dough, do whatever I had to do, and put it in the oven, but only for half the time that it would take to get cooked. They would take it home, they would put it in the fridge, and whenever they wanted a slice, they would put it on their oven in the house. Business blew up. I'm just giving you a little testimony, I might say, of what happened to me and how I was able to survive this pandemic. And then all of a sudden, the pizza shop has become like a home away from home. Anybody that knows about this place and comes to the Dominican Republic says, if you haven't come to Pizzaioli in Santiago, look at what my man Ruben says. He came a while back, and I was selling some Cuban sandwiches in there because that's another surplus food that, Washington Heights is known for. If we start talking about food, we're going to talk about a lot of things from Washington Heights. But the two most famous is pizza and Cuban sandwiches. I don't want to get into all that Chinese restaurants and all that other stuff that we had back in the days. But look at what Ruben says.
Dímele qué es lo que es Triple OG. Visitando a Lolos Mike, quería comerme un Cuban sandwich, que ahora mismo son los mejores sándwiches cubanos del país. New York City Style. Ya ustedes saben, las mejores pizzas. Si tú eres de Washington Heights y eres de Santiago y no viene a Pizzaioli y no ha venido a Santiago.
Ay, sigue ahí. Mikey se lo está ganando el Cuban Sandwich, Mikey, con esa promoción.
No es una promoción, es la verdad, mi gente.
Ay.
Si ustedes se acuerdan de la pizzería de 181st en St. Nick's, 176 St. Nick, que eran las mejores pizzas de UPTOWN, ese mismo sabor ustedes lo encuentran aquí, en Pizzaioli.
Ay.
De lo Lolo.
Ruben crazy. Oh man, while we was in the pandemic, Me Too showed up. Me Too showed up. Me Too from 173rd and Audubon. Look at this video. That is crazy. Oh, man. Check this dude out.
Bueno, por aquí estamos buscando a Mike the Don, la pizzería. Vamos a ver si es verdad que esta pizza está encendida. Si yo voy a decir si esto es una pizza, ¿cómo fue que dijo Hochi? Chuchumeca. Vamos a ver lo que se mueve. Mike está, yo creo que por aquí que está Mike. Deja, velo aquí, loco, ya lo hallé. ¡Ay! Míralo aquí, ¿a dónde está la vaina? Míralo ahí, míralo ahí, míralo ahí. Ahí está. Vamos a saludar a Mike. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. ¡Dime! Míralo ahí, míralo ahí. What's up, my nigga? Coño, ¿cuántos años, Mike?
Triple OG,
That's what's up
baby.
in the house, bro. Oh, my nigga, Mike. Dime pizza, loco.
Una pizza de qué.
Mira la pizza ahí de Me Too. Yeah, baby.
Bueno, aquí le voy a dar a ustedes la opinión oficial de la pizza de Mike. Normalmente, yo soy un tigre medio panzú, pero no me paso de 2 slides, 2 pisitas. Ande Mike, me comí 4. Ya con eso se lo digo todo. 4 slides me metían de Mike. En realidad le voy a dar un 9 a Mike, pues no le quiero dar un 10 que se lo merece, pero después se pone cómodo y con parón y después no quiere trabajar y se me descuida con la pizza. Y cuando yo vuelva, entonces la pizza no sabe igual. Vamos a darle un 9 a Mike, que se lo merece. Peace.
Okay. A 9? A 9 is good. He was saying, I'm gonna give Mike a 9 so he won't get souped up and chill and relax. But yo, a lot of people from Washington Heights come to the pizza shop. And I said, man, how pizza unites us. The first person, before I even opened up, remember on my last post, I had mentioned Mills Castro, one of the administrator I was raised in Washington Heights. He came by and he brought me this. He said, yo, this is a thing that, you know, true friends do for true friends. He brought me $3. And he said, you need to put this on your wall. I haven't been able to get around it. And he dedicated this money. He was like, to new beginnings. Good luck, my brother. And I just want you to let you know, homie, that I gotta take this. I gotta take this to the Photoshop, man, and tell them to put this on. Look at the picture the other day that he came by to bring me that money. That's my man. Yo, homie, I appreciate you a lot, man. He posted my video, Redeemed, on the Facebook group, which I hope somebody might subscribe to the channel. And I got a whole bunch of people from the Heights that came through to pay their respects, to show their support. And even Ingrid, look at Ingrid. Ingrid from 170, well, she lived on 174th and Audubon. Ingrid came down here, and she was down here for a while. And she sent me a video. It's in Spanish saying, yo, your pizza shop is the bomb.
Hola, mi gente. Déjenme decirle algo. Ustedes tienen que aprobar esa pizza, Pizzioli. Oye, excelente pizza. Mira cómo dejaron los hijos míos la pizza. Dejaron un pedacito porque di que me la guardaron a mí. Pero, excelente. Le doy 100% de puntos de gusto mayor que Pizzarelli. Ya saben. Hey, Jay, what you thought about that pizza?
Delicioso, mami.
Better than what?
Better than Pizzerati.
Pa' que sepa. Oíste, Mikey, we love you. Your pizza is the bomb.
Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you for your support. Look at here, Maria Toribio. When her brother passed away, I don't know, a lot of people remember Clint. Clint was a knucklehead. Clint died, I think, from a heart attack or something like that. And you got Santiaguito there from 173rd. You got Clint's daughter. You got DJ Tilo Rock. Also came by to show some respect and, you know, to support the business. Here you got Black from 173rd. Oh man, if I continue, this is gonna blow your mind. Let me see. Boa, who remembers Boa? Boa from 176 between Audubon and Amsterdam. You got here, okay, you got Ruben 174. You got Black Mikey from 174. You got Chaguito. Came by to show some respect, show some love. Let me see who else came by the pizza shop. Oh, look at from who remembers Monte? Monte Dioca. Monte used to be hanging out 170. Monte old school. Real old school. Oh man. Oh my girl. Look at my girl Sabrina. Sabrina came by. Oh man, yo, this is something else, man. Look at here, look at here. We got Francis from 174, like she says, the full building. Chaguito, Black Mikey, Ruben again. Oh man, this is great. Oh man, this right here, homie died from COVID during the pandemic. Look at him eating a slice there before this thing hit him, man. Oh, that's fucked up. That's my man Poopy. He was a hustler there on 173rd in St. Nick. Black Miguel, think he told me he lived on 174, but I remember him from 186 up the block. Here we got Chaguito with Bicocho, Black Mikey. Uh-oh. I know your people might think, I have different opinions and reasons, but just like Al Capone, just like Lucky Luciano, and then people, there's always people that leave a mark, whether it's for good or for evil. But look at who's there, man. I don't know if you know them people. You got Santiago, a.k.a. Yayo. Santiaguito, his brother. Capo, his partner. And Joaquin. These are people, you know, that have left the streets alone, but back in the 80s, man, they were running wild. Now they dedicated their lives, you know, to their family. And what can I say, man? You know, these are people I grew up with. Even though they got a reputation, these are the people that, show some love and support when I opened up this pizza shop. And like I said, pizza be bringing us together, man. You know what I'm saying? And recently, I had my boy Lenny from the Wild Cowboys come by. There's actually a little league basketball team down here, which he sponsored back in the days. And believe it or not, that league still exists with that same name, the Wild Cowboys. Lenny did a big 25-year stretch. A whole bunch of his people doing big time. I don't want to get into that because, this podcast is not about that. But, these are the people that have shown some love and respect. And I just wanted to share with you guys of how pizza has always been something that has brought people from Washington Heights together. Either if it's because you're hungry and you don't have no money and you shared a slice with your homeboy, or it's to gather with the people you know and you could, share a pie and have some fun. I got more pictures there, but I don't want to get you guys tired with, with all these pictures. But I just wanted to let you know, man, that if you got a dream, don't wait till you got what it takes to make that dream come true. You start making that dream come true with what you got in your hands. And believe me, if you believe in what you're dreaming for, you can make it come through in your life. I still have the pizza shop. And the reason why I am able to do these podcasts is because I got my own business. I don't need to work from 9 to 5 for nobody. And believe it or not, I'm not a millionaire or I'm not rich, but at least I put food on the table for my family. So I would just like to let you know, man, that regardless of your situation, regardless of what you've been through, regardless of your past, you could always turn things around for the best, man. And you never know. Them things that you got in your head, if you believe in it, you can make them come through. I would like to ask you, if you haven't subscribe to my channel, comment, hit that like button, and share with the people you love. That way, this channel and this community could continue to grow. I just started 2 days ago, but I know this is gonna go worldwide because we are Washington Heights and we come from the capital of the world, New York City, baby. So I'm gonna let you go and let you know that I'm Mike from the Dominican Republic, straight out of the Heights. One love, baby.